Mr. Squiggle, lots of fun for everyone. Mr. Squiggle, the man from the moon. You can see da 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 dolly, Mr. Squiggle, the man from the moon. Oh, Mr. Squiggle, lots of fun for everyone. Mr. Squiggle, the man from the moon. You can see lots of fun for me, Mr. Squiggle. Something Mr. Squiggle, the man from the moon. Gonna do a painting, something. Gonna paint over the old painting. Yeah, 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 yeah. Get rid of that and paint a new one. What can I do? And the day will never end. Oh, someday I will see you again, my darling. I truly shall be something other than freaking out. I simply remember my favorite thing, then I don't feel so bad. Rightio. Now, what I need is, I need table, I need chair. It would be easier if I had a stool. Maybe a, look at this. Raindrops on kitchen sadness patches, snowflakes that fall on my ears and eyelashes. I want to do something or other, I see. I'm going to play music somehow. Now I've got to watch out because this paint is going to get really dried up pretty quickly. So let's go this direction. Let's get the paint out of the sun so we don't burn it. Damn it. It's pretty warm today. What can I paint? I'm going to paint over this thing. This was just, I don't know what I was thinking. I just painted that one day out of stupidity. Now, what I do need is a little table. Watch out, Papa. Watch out, little man. A little table right next to me, so I can reach easily with the things that I need right there, right here, right there. Perfect. Commando. Provided the cat doesn't come near me. And that's at a good height. Oh, I need new equipment. I have had the same brushes and equipment since 2008. Time for some new stuff. Many of these are no good anymore. They have died. So let's think about this. How are we going to do this one? Chad, buddy. I'm going to try and paint something different. I don't know what. What can I paint? I don't know. Let's think about it. I don't know. I can never know what to paint. I'm just going to do something random. I might do something about music, maybe. I'll paint like a musical thing. I mean, which is the best angle for the camera to be able to see what I'm doing without getting in the way. Without me getting in the way. Over here. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, Lord, if something ain't right. Something ain't right here. Lordy, Lordy. Let's go and see what we can do. Hey, uh-oh. I'm going to trip over this. I've got to move this. This is getting in the way. This is a dangerous little thing. Dangerous thing. Watch out, puppy kittens and puppies. You know what? I'm going to stand there. Yeah, it's a bit dangerous for the little buddies. Don't want to hurt anyone with a crowbar. Too many things all over the place. There's crap everywhere. Tip, peaky. Ah, peaky boy. You're so crazy. You're a crazy boy. There you go. Just hang there. Good. Okay. Cup of water. Need some water. Drink of water. Like that there. Never tried oil painting before. It's not oil. I'm just using acrylics. Just crappy $2 paints that I've had for like 20 years nearly. I'm good. How you going? I painted this fella a few weeks ago when I was in a cranky mood. And I want to paint over the top of him now and get rid of him. Hope you're going all right. Hi, Justin. How you doing? Maybe I'll paint this puppy, this naughty puppy. Shall we point your puppy? Say, no, you can't paint me. I'm hopeless at painting anything at all. I don't even know what I can paint because I'm not a painter in conventional sense of things like other people. So basically, if you tell me to paint something, I can't do it. I've just got to follow a line. So we'll see what the line does and where I end up. And to make it more interesting, I'm going to actually go with I'm going to turn this on its side. And I'm going to go up and down. And hopefully, maybe I can move this thing a little higher. My easel is busted. It's not really working how it should be. So it's not moving the way I want it. I need a new one. I've had this one for years and years and years. Now, let me just get a hammer, fix this up. You just got to use what you can when you can. I had a hammer somewhere. I don't know what I've done to the hammer. Oh, it's in here. Take it up with your painting. Come on. I might not be able to move it. I might not move. It might be difficult to move it. Oh no, it's shifting a little bit at a time. Definitely can move it. Going up. Yeah, everyone's probably like, what the hell are you doing? It's called making use of broken things best as you can. Okay, we got her up there. I don't know what happened to it. It just broke. One day it just didn't work. Now I've got one down the bottom here. But I might be able to. Oh, that's going to be too short. Oh no, we can get it on. It just won't stay properly because it's not. Well, what I can do is this will come in handy here. Yeah, it's not going to work. I'm going to have to try something else. I'm going to have to. Look, that's the best I can do. Nothing else I can do about it. That's how it's going to have to stay. Either that or I've got to break the bottom, which I don't really want to do. That's not really going to be useful like that either because that's just going to break. Alright, let me just get the bottom done. I'm running out of old canvases. I always recycle everything I do. I don't know what's happening with this, but it's not wanting to move. Just enough. It's not too high. I want it lower. God damn it. Not my day. Well, I may have to figure out a different way to do this. It's not really going to sit the way I want it. Bit of a bastard. Okay, let's think about this. What are we going to do? Hold on, I've got to change my pants. My pajamas are going to... Mr. Jones and me, the cat away. Rightio. We'll see what we can come up with. Oh, it's actually crap. It's crap. That's crap. I'll show you what's amazing. Amazing work is this. This is my amazing work. I'll show you. This is what I call more like an amazing thing. Some older paintings I've done. So that one there, that's behind that. That's an amazing work. That's an artwork. That's one that I can say, yes, it's good. This one's another one I can say, yeah, it's pretty good. And my favourite one that I've done, that's another one that I can say, that's interesting, that's pretty good, that's good composition, it's interesting. But this one here is my favourite. This is where I want to live. I want to live inside this painting. It is basic, but I love it. Yeah. That's what I call good. The other one, no. It's just, it's shit. It's absolute shit. The other ones that I like are, I like my abstracts. So that's a abstracty horse painting there, which I like that one. I've got another abstracty horse painting there, but you can't see the whole thing. It's kind of hidden. It's all weird stuff. But yeah, they're much better than that thing out there, which is about to be obliterated. That was because I was not in a great mood when I painted that fellow. I was like cranky as heck about something. I don't even know what. He was a bit of a, I'm cranky, I don't want to deal with things response. So let's get rid of him and let's do something a little bit more inspirational. If I've got enough paint, I might not even have the paint I need. I really don't have much paint left. So I'm going to have to try and coordinate these colours into something useful. So what I'm going to do first and foremost is get that blue covering over the top of this guy's butt. At the top, at the very top. We'll get some blue over the top of him and just get that on there. Now, my paintbrushes are not very good. They're actually pretty crap. So I'm going to have to work with a very small brush. And this is just so I'm not looking at him to start my view. This is just to get him out of my view. He's in my way. I don't like him. I want him gone. So he's going. Bye-bye, buddy. And it's really just getting rid of him completely. So I'm not even worried about him. I don't care if all of it, he doesn't all have to be gone, just most of him gone. So I'm not influenced by his lines because he's going to influence me if I leave him sitting there staring at me. And I don't want to be influenced by him or his shape or lines. I want to start something completely different and totally new. So let's get him going with some blue. The reason I'm using blues because blue's in the background, so just easier to have a base colour that's the same. Messy doesn't matter because we're not going to see this blue later on anyway, I don't think. I think we're going to be seeing some other colours that are a bit more towards the colours that I have left, which are not blue. Greens and browns and things like that. So that's how you get rid of him very quickly and start again. Need a little bit more. Go get rid of that hand down the bottom. I'm not liking the hand. The hand is in my way. It is being a pest and a nuisance. So let's get rid of the hand and let's totally obliterate him. Bye-bye, mate. Get rid of his backside. I don't want to see his butt. It's gone. He's gone. Bye-bye. Simple, simple. He can go off into wherever he's gone. We don't mind. Not at all. And that just gives me a weird base, but still, it's a base that's better than him staring at me and his harsh lines as well. So, what kind of lines am I thinking of today? I don't know. Thinking about, lately I've been thinking a lot about bushfires and shit like that. Worrying about that kind of stuff happening because we're coming into our summer where we can quite easily end up in the middle of a bushfire disaster. So I might do something to do. If I've got that in my mind, there's a good chance that's going to come out on the canvas. Which this background is actually perfect for a bushfire scenario painting, because ages ago I did this really awesome painting with a bushfire with a sheep in it. It was actually Jasper, my sheep. Jasper had to be sold off when I went through the drought, which was pretty darn sad. I'm just going to wet this a little, which just gets rid of that dark brown. Just acrylic, crappy $2 paints that I've had to use on it. I've never used expensive equipment. Could never afford it. I've always used the El Cheapo kids paints and shit like that. It works. All right, we now have a base to work with. So, first set of lines, let's think about this. Well, I can't really force it. It's going to have to be what it's going to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let my brain... So how I work is very different from a lot of other people. When I'm sitting here looking at these, shapes are coming at me. All these shapes are coming at me. Every little tiny bubble on that canvas, every little tiny dot is giving me a line to follow. So when I'm going to follow a line, I've got about 6 lines yelling at me right now, telling me where I'm supposed to go. Which one am I supposed to go with? I don't know, because I have no idea what they're trying to do. So I will never be able to tell you what I'm going to end up with on the canvas. It will just happen. So let's get the lines happening. Now, the other thing is also not just getting the lines to happen, but also the colours within the lines. So I'm going to start with a bit of white, just to see what the line is. Once I get the line happening, then I'm going to know kind of like what's going on. My white paint seems to have died. I may be out of paint. This may be a really not a great idea. So I'm going to get rid of my blue brush, and I'm going to use a thinner line. So I'm just going to follow the line I see. There's 3 here that are sticking right the heck out. And I don't know what they mean. Hello there, little birdie. Okay, this line's going up here. Okay, I've seen that. One heading that way. Then we got one coming out this way. Here. Okay, I'm seeing 3 lines. All right. 3 pieces there, coming off the edge of that piece. Now there's another one that's trying to come out here, but it's stopping there, and it's going down here. All right, so let's see where we're heading. I'm seeing it. Okay. Okay, so I got my edge, and that's where it's saying it's got to go. Okay, that's what it's given me. Rightio. Now, what am I doing? It's telling me ochre, sienna. I'm going to run out of paint. Damn, this isn't good. Don't want to overuse your paint too much, so only ever take out what you're absolutely going to use right there and then. Otherwise you waste so much paint. It's telling me black. Black, 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 black. A little bit of black. Come through. Edge. Ay, ay, ay. Need some darker sienna. It's not going to be a black, but it's almost a black. Now, I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. This is not good. Right, so now that's kind of the thing that it's telling me I got to work off of. So this is going to be whatever that is, some kind of tree thing. It's going to be my go to look at for now. It may change. There could be something coming up that I don't know about. So I was saying earlier on that lately, the thing I've been really thinking about is, and worrying about is, this year, bushfire. I'm concerned because we've had such growth in the grounds that there's a good chance we may end up with a fire around here this year. My ochre is no good. Okay, so that's not good. Rightio, what can I do in placement? I need a mix, a different colour. So I'll use a bit of yellow. Now I can make some ochre up myself if I'm smart about it. I have very unconventional methods. Most painters criticise what I do. Like with my music, it's the same thing. I will not be told what I should do or how I should be doing it, because it won't happen if I don't do it the way I'm supposed to do it in my own brain. So, I'm looking for kind of ochre colour, but not too orange. A little bit of brownishness mixed in. So this is roughly the colour I'm trying to get at. Yeah, that's the one. That's what I'm looking for. Very much a colour you will see in the Australian bush when you're out and about. I don't want to mix too much of it up, just in case it changes and it's going to be somewhere else, some other colour. So I don't want to waste it. I've got a bit of browns and the ochre colour coming over here. I don't know if you can see over that side, but it's kind of, I'm trying to get you the full picture here. There we go. That gives you the full picture. Now, it's not going to be the way it's looking now. It's going to change a lot. These are just basic beginnings. This is just the very beginning. I'm not one who normally does a landscape looking thing. Usually a landscape is something I avoid. I don't like a landscape. I'm not good at it. But sometimes the lines just do it. So you just follow it, of course, and really hope that you're doing it right. Now, my paint is drying incredibly fast, so I'm having to remix and remix and remix. Yep, this is a crowded place. And in the background, we have a few little features coming over here. It's been one of them. Now it's going to be blending closely in with this tree stump. So we need to make sure we have a definition between the two. And when I say that, I mean we can clearly see and define the line. So we know where our tree is and where our other thing is. And you can see just that little bit of white here has completely changed the outlook on that stump. So we now have a clear defined line for that section of that tree, or whatever that may be. It might not be a tree. You might think it's a tree, but it could turn out to be something else. A little bit like Mr. Squiggle. It's not always what it appears to be. And this here may not be what you think it is either. It may actually be something completely different. Now I'm wondering if this line is doing what I think it may be doing and giving me something else. And I think it is. Oh, 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 oh. What are you doing to me? Where are we going? This one. So, I'm thinking, there's something here. There's something right there. Don't know what that is, but there's something here. Looks like a little gully, depression, something like that. Bit of something happening. But it's definitely behind this little section here. I have a terrible habit when I am, I just killed a mosquito. Alright, let's stop for a second and think about what this is going on, what is happening here. Yeah, I'm kind of confused. Okay, so thanks, Justin. Thanks, Ross. I thought this was... what are you doing? All right. Okay. All right. It doesn't... I don't think so, but this is what it's telling me I'm going to do. This is going to be some very strange thing here. Let's wait for it. It's going to... There's something here that... Oh! I think I know what this might actually... No. Oh, this is weird. Okay. This is not what I thought. This is really bizarre. Okay, there's lines in here that... It's telling me to do this weird stuff. When I say it's telling me, it's nothing speaking to me. It's my brain is like seeing these lines, and I have this it's like being compulsively wanting to eat something. I have a compulsion to follow this line around in a way that makes no sense, but also makes sense. If you could understand that, it's hard to understand. I don't know how to describe it. It's a bit of a hard thing to sort of describe. Okay, this line goes there. That line goes here. Okay, so what the fuck does this mean? Rightio. Okay, I'm seeing it. Rightio. Okay, I think I know what it's doing. It's telling me dark, dark. darkness down there. Oh, this is like a mythical. Oh, I think I know what it could be. It's like a. It feels like it's a. All right. Doesn't feel like it's a normal creature. This is like some kind of mythical weird being that is. Yeah, it's a bit strange. Rightio, let's see. What am I going to do? I get anxious when I don't know what's happening on this kind of thing, so it's a bit weird. I don't usually talk much when I'm painting, but I'm trying to explain what happens in the process of me doing what I'm doing. Trying to explain it so you can kind of get what it is that I'm trying to tell about how my process of working happens. So basically, I still have no bloody idea why it's doing what it's doing or what it means. It's being unspecific to me, but it's being also, it's kind of making me go, whoa, okay, not sure about this. And oh, okay, this is definitely an abstract animal of some kind. Very abstract. I don't know. Quite like it though. I like the feel of it. It feels very interesting. It's such a, I don't know, I was just sitting there and I said, get up, paint. In my head, it just went, get up. I don't usually want to paint. I haven't painted for years on end until recently. It says, get up and paint. Paint it now, do it now while you've got the line in your head. So I thought, well, I'll do it. And it's, God knows what's going to come out of here. But it's probably going to look like something from hell. That's probably what will happen. If you're a religious person, you probably don't want to look at my paintings. Oh, I don't know what this means. I just know it's determined to come out. Whatever it is, it's coming out, no matter what. It's coming out. And it ain't gonna stop until I get it out of here. Oh, bloody hell. What are we doing? How are we doing it? It's yelling at me. It's telling me, go hurry up, hurry it up, hurry it up. What? I'm listening. Marbling. 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 marbling, marbling, marbling. Marbling. Come on, let's go. Yeah. Dust. It's a dust devil. It's a dust demon. Dusty demon. Dusty little demon. All right, now, let's not so worried about this part, as it is about keeping those lines where they need to be. Keeping those lines. Okay, keeping the lines, keeping the lines. And keeping it. Keeping that there. Anybody know what the heck that is? I don't know. I think it looks a bit like a horse, but it's not quite one. It's a little bit like, it's probably hard to tell from back there, but it's hard to know. Now, what's coming is red here. It says red goes there, and look yellow on to it, like such. Reddish earth. And there's another line here. Aha! Good Lord, what the heck are you doing here? What are you doing? Uh-huh. I can't tell. I can't tell what the heck is going on here. Okay. Radio. So it's completely misproportionate. So I'm seeing like a face on this end, but then it's like them lizards that have two heads. It's like a horse with two heads, but one side's like almost a human, like a weird creature. The other side is an actual horse. Well, that's what I'm seeing. I don't know if that's how it is, and it seems to have some kind of effect on this thing down here. Which we don't know what that is just yet, but it won't be long, and it will come out. It looks like a kangaroo, maybe. Maybe not. Might be something else. I don't know yet. Rightio. So now, this end of it over here, we've got something else going down there. All right, I'm hearing it. I'm seeing it. I'm doing it. Let's go. Oh my God, I know what it is. I can tell. Okay, so it's a scorching fire around the bottom here. Uh-huh. We all know when fire goes berserk, there are many different colours through it. It's green, blues, reds, oranges, yellows, almost a black at some points of the fire. So you can kind of get all different kinds of colours and whack them wherever the heck, and they'll be part of it, here and there and everywhere. You don't really have to get it. There's no perfecting it. It's just random. But there are different colours inside a bushfire. And I know sometimes they are completely dark. I'm not liking my sky. My sky is a little bit, it's too bright and too blue for what's going on the ground and in the background. So where does the fire start and the rocks stop? I'm not really certain about that, but I'm just going to follow the lines it's telling me to do. And there's up here, there's another bit up here that's kind of coming out. And this is just very, very early on in this. It's going to change again and be different fairly soon. So I'm just getting the basic demanding lines in first. Another line over here is telling me to go that way. We've got the big dark part of the storm coming through here. I think that's what this is. I think that's what it is. Feels like it's a storm. Feels like it's a storm of disaster coming through here. Alright, let's see how this wants me to go. So we're going across here, we're going into a black background again. We're going even darker, up a little higher. We're just going to model it in till it blends into the sky, like so. Again, there's no rhyme or reason, or right or wrong. It's just got to model in and keep those defined lines where they need to be. So we're now starting to get a little bit of a idea of what's happening here. So we're obviously in some kind of a gully, and we've got the sky starting to come up. So the horse is in some kind of a gully. There's a fire. There's something here. It could be a baby horse, or it could be a human that's fallen off. But whatever it is, it looks like they've got this is like, I don't know what that is, but it looks like it could be some kind of a face or something there. So I'm going to go for what it's telling me to do up here, which is a formation up there. I've got to get white. It's screaming at me, white, white, white. Don't know if I've got any more white left. That will work. I do have white. Okay. And you'll notice I'm just using that one brush, which is a crappy broken up brush. It's completely demented and broken and screwed up. You think it looks like a baby horse? Hey Chris, how you doing? Hey horse lover. Is Ian here too? Hey Ian. Yeah. I think it could be a baby horse here. The horse could be standing in a weird position because its butt is like, I don't know. It's a bit weird. But anyway, we'll figure it out once I get this rock formation thing that I think is happening up here out of my brain. Or it could be could be something else. I don't know what it is up here. There's something up here that's really... Oh, it's rocks. That's what it wants. It wants rocks. Now, just remembering, I'm only able to do what lines it's telling me to do. If I try to go off the line, I'm going to have a disaster. If I try to create something off the line that it does not want, that the painting's saying no, and I'm trying to do it, I'm going to screw the painting up in about 3 seconds. So I have to stick with what my brain is screaming about, which is this little divot here. It says there's a line here, and it says there's another line here. And this is kind of reminding me of the bush rocks out in the Kimberleys. They kind of have this kind of colouring in some spots in the Kimberleys where they've got this like almost like a light brown, but then it goes into a orangey, bluey green. And some of the rocks are just like a red colour. Of course, in the outback they're red completely. It's just red earth everywhere. So it's kind of telling me that I'm getting the wrong colours here. I can feel it. I want to be more of a natural looking formation. So this one here, not like a sandstone kind of. I'm kind of struggling with this bit. I'm not understanding how that's supposed to go, that line there, that one there. It's like those weird rocks that you see, which really, I'm really terrible at landscape, so I can't think about a rock. I can only think about what my brain's telling where to put things. So if I'm trying to envision a rock and then do a rock because I'm envisioning a rock, I'm going to have a problem. I'm not going to be able to do it. Okay, so now something's going on with that sky that isn't supposed to be going on. So that sky needs to change. We need dark, but we need to also mix in like a blood red. Because when you do look at a bushfire, the sky is very strange. It kind of, it's like almost like a plum colour at times, going into like a dark dark purple. This is how I see the bushfires whenever I've seen bushfires, and the background and the smoke in the back. Now that one, she's in the wrong colour there. She's the wrong colour. I'm going to go back there. Back there. Rightio. Now, not sure what that is picking up like on your end of stuff, but okay, that's what we got on that side. And then the dark sky happening up the top. Now we've got to watch out, because if we go too dark, it's going to not work later with the top of the sky. So we need to be aware of, so that valley at the back there is like, it's screwed. There's basically nothing left down there. That's just totally screwed. There's no, not even a skerrick of a tree or anything left down there. That's gone. However, just because there's something gone down there doesn't mean there's nothing up here. So I am going to follow the next little line, which is going to be a ridge up the top. How do I get the ridge? Well, I'll show you how. I can see the line right now. So over here I have a ridge coming up from here, going across. Is it a ridge though? I don't know. It may not be. It may not be. It could be something else. We'll never know, because we will have it obscured because of the chaos and whatnot in here. So never know what's going to happen at the top of things. Could also be something completely different. A bit far away, mountain or something like that. Don't know yet. Just following the basic line that it's telling me to do. And then we're going to come back from there. And then we're going to go back, because we want definition here. Now, got a ridge that's maybe having a bit of a travel and fire going up it. Could be. Hell. What's wrong, pup? Right. Okay. Alright, so that's going into that direction. Now, what we're going to do over the top of that one is asking for a little bit more, just a little bit more here. Now, still have some down here, which is kind of got that stump there. It's kind of need a bit of a okay. Okay, now I'm starting to get a, this is where things change. Okay, it's telling me down here, bang, 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 down there. Could be anything, don't know what this is. Rightio, so this is going to be a oh, here comes the wind. What do you mean? No. He's coming across there. No, that's not right. Don't know what that's about, but we'll follow him anyway. See what happens. Alright, so it says go that way. Down there. There's a line there that's got to be pointed out right away. Okay, I'm seeing it there. And we're going to go across there. Oh no, I don't really think I want to. Okay. So what's going on here is another set of lines. They seem to be in the middle of bloody nowhere. Okay. Okay, not sure what's going on here. Something happened there. It's a strange little... No definition of that right there till there. That's where it says stop. Aha. Okay. So we stop there. We and then we have something here goes down and under that side and across there. Might go there. Okay. Then we have something here. And it's in a twisted angle. And it's coming this way. I see. Okay. Rightio. All right. Oh yeah, okay. Uh-huh. Hi, Derek. Sorry, haven't looked up for a bit. I better check and see what's going on here. Just watch it again, Chris. It's not that exciting. The beginning was actually dreadful. It was a painting that I painted over. So, I think that when you live in places, sometimes things happen and you get ideas in your head and then you must get them on the canvas. This is what I think happens to some people. This is a very rough painting. This is nowhere near what proper artists would do. But the good thing about being quick and watching lines is things happen that you least expect, and you actually freak out sometimes because sometimes what I really think I'm going to paint ends up being something completely different, and I shock myself sometimes because I don't know what's coming, and then I suddenly get an idea of what it is. And this is obviously a kangaroo or some kind of wallaby. And it's not only just a wallaby, it's a wallaby who's in emotional, motion. It's in motion, trying to get away. It's trying to kind of go, oh, don't get me to this part here, see? So he wants to get out of there, but he's trying to shield himself, but he's not really certain if he's actually even able to. So he's kind of going in a weird direction. Now, I'm really not very great at doing wildlife, but for some weird reason today, I seem to have Australian fauna and flora in the lines, which means I'll work with it. It doesn't always happen that way. It doesn't always go as well. And of course, it's all very abstract, but abstract isn't a bad thing. Abstract can be very good. But if you want to see another amazing artist, then look up, further up, there is, where'd you go? Roz Mobile. Roz Mobile is on there, and so I'm just going to add Roz so we can, have I added Roz? I don't think I have. Let's add as a moderator. Rightio. So now you can click on Roz and take a look at somebody who can actually bloody well do art. Beautiful, stunning art, like crazy. Like, I wish I could do the art that way. And of course, everybody does things very differently. Roz Mobile does drawing, and like Skelly, just does it. Beautiful. Which I'm actually jealous of that talent. I wished I could do that myself. Now I'm just lightening this wallaby's backside up a little, just so we can see it, because very soon this is all going to be some other things happening. So so very soon this is going to turn into a different scene. Now, these wallabies alive or not? I'm thinking it might be dead. It could have died. I have no idea. I'm not really sure. But one thing I can do is I can see a line here that I have completely missed up there. So I'm going to get a grey and darker colour there. And then lighten it up on the outside edge. That one there. Get that up there, lightened up there. So you can see the definition of that line. There we go. As I mean, the lines are just the beginning, and then I fill in the gaps. But it's the lines that what gives me the ability to fill in the gaps with the colours and stuff like that. If I don't have the lines, then I don't have anything. They're all very basic, but they give me everything I need to work the rest of the way with. I really, I enjoy abstract art a lot, and it's just something that I like. So I think I've established this is most definitely a bush scene, obviously. Now, up here where we're seeing the fire, you need to, this is like a ghost gum. So ghost gums have a bit of white through them, and they look like they've got bits of white patches here and there. And now there's one thing that's not really working, and that is that ghost gum needs to have some knots and things in it. It's not going to be perfectly straight. Gum trees never are. They're all over the damn place. So's their bark. Now, feeling like I'm feeling a little bit tired, but there's something happening over here. I'm not sure what that is. So we'll just go with whatever. I don't know if you can see over that side, but something's happening over here. Don't know yet. Now I'm very limited in what colours I have. I literally have 3 or 4 colours to work with, because I haven't bought new paint for years on end. Because I haven't painted. I've given up on painting until today, really. Well, I've tried a couple of times, but it's never been any good. Now, oh, really? Okay, here we go. And the blue background is actually not bad to work on, because it's kind of blue is a good colour to have underneath. What? is windy as heck. I don't know if I said hi, Derek. Hi, Derek. Hi, horse lover. Welcome back. I'm getting blown away here. Not by... Well, the wind is attacking me. Oh, good Lord. It's getting a bit windy. And there's all bits of... Okay, this tree over here is dropping bits of stuff all over our place, all needles. Looks like snow falling down. Driving me crazy. Making me think I should probably not paint here. This is not a good spot to paint in. Now, if something alarming happens, like the paint drips or something like that, now be not afraid. It's meant to happen. It's there for a reason. This is my theory. If your paint goes by itself in a direction, there's a reason. It's not a bad thing. So just follow it. You might discover something you didn't even know that happens inside your painting. Rightio. Now, going to get me some ground under the kangaroo, and the kangaroo has a very long tail. So we're going to give the kangaroo its nice long tail. And we're going to give it a little bit of colour. And it is more of a red coloured kangaroo than the ones we have around here, which are more grey. Make this one a little bit more red. Not totally red, but just, a little bit less grey. Just for the sake of colour. Giving a bit of colour in here. And this is where your base colours come in. Now there's still blue coming through there, but you know what? It works. And it's not a bad... Blue's not a bad thing coming through. Not at all. So we're going to not take that blue out. We're going to leave that there. And let it flick through as it wants to. And we're going to fix this kangaroo's head, which is not the best. And as a matter of fact, I think this kangaroo may be passed away. I don't know why, but I've got a feeling it's dead already. I think it maybe died of fright, possibly. Maybe I should make it a bit charcoaled. I don't know. It's not really letting me know what it wants me to do. But I've got to define the leg from the rest of the bush that's there. It's a bit cartoony, but that's okay. You can deal with that. really annoying. Okay. Some kind of ledge of some kind here. And we have something else hanging around over in this corner here that is important. That's going to start showing itself in a minute. I just got a feeling about it, and it's going to happen soon. So, let's get some darker colours here. Hope you guys are all having a good evening. It's your Friday night, I think. Is it? Is it our... Yeah, it's Friday there, is it? Hang on. Hey, Scott. How you doing? Friday. It's Saturday. Today is Saturday here, I think. Scott, is it Saturday? Yeah, it must be. I'm pretty sure it is. Getting confused with the days right now. I'm telling you what though, painting makes me tired. I get tired and I feel like I need to go to sleep while I'm doing it. But I do want, I'm going to do one thing. I really love Mozart and Beethoven and classical music. So I'm going to play my favourite music while I'm painting. I'm just going to get it happening. I've got my chickens here. They're all hanging about. Look at this. Look at my company. I've got, hang on a second. I've got Puppy here right next to the painting. And then I've got Chookies here. And then I don't know who else is hanging around, but there's probably some other people somewhere. There's a rooster somewhere. I don't know where he's gone. But yeah. So up close, it's pretty crappy. Like, it's not that good. Like the kangaroo is not that great. So, but it actually looks pretty good on camera. It looks crappy in person. Anyways, let me go and turn Moonlight Sonata on. So I can... Oh, sorry, bub. Oh, buddy. Oh, darling. Oh, there's other puppies. You didn't even see you there, Papa. All right, let me turn on the sound. Chickens, remember that? Chook, chook, chook. lovely. Pretend lovely girl. Off you go. There. Oh God. I'm gonna break my leg. This is dreadfully bad. Okay, hopefully that won't. I like painting the Moonlight Sonata. It seems to work with the mathematics of painting. Hey Senate, how you doing? Yeah, you can watch from the beginning if you need to confirm that I've actually done it. Yeah, it's really not the greatest painting. Now, I'm out of what I need is actually a bit of black as a base under here. It's trying to do something on that other side, but I don't know what, and I'm not ready to follow that line just yet. I'm going to wait until I get some black base down here and see what it tells me after a minute. Now I've got different music on. It might change everything. See, the music also makes the lines change sometimes, so that's why I try to paint with the same music every time, which is always Moonlight Sonata most of the time. So right now I've got to use the black paint up as much as I can because the black paint is drying up. You've noticed probably that I've used only one brush this entire painting. Which is usually not done. Usually people will use several different brushes because it gets hard when you get into tight lines like this. And this brush is really not the greatest, but look, you use what you have and you'd be grateful you got it to be able to use it in the first place. Just means your lines aren't as defined as what they would be if you were using a sharp new paintbrush that was, you know, better. But you can still get a good effect with crappy material and crappy paint. This paint is from 2008. So hang on, how many years is that? 16 years I've had the same paint. They're cheapy paints that are just crappy. when you get your black going, pops the kangaroo so you can then work on it even more so. And on the lines of it, I do have a tendency to go really quick at times, and as a result I sometimes blur my lines really badly and I end up having to sort of do a completely different painting. I go too quick. You can't really go slow with these things because you lose your inspiration if you slow it down. Funnily enough, Moonlight Sonata makes you want to paint quicker, even though it's a fairly slow musical progression. So, oh, the wind! Crazy. Huh? I can't see it. I can't see what I'm doing. Oh yeah. My paint is drying because of the wind. Too windy out here, I may have to go inside. If I go inside, it's not going to give me the same vibe. I find it really hard not to have an issue with this paint. And more lines again here. Oh wow, okay. This is like crazy because, oh yeah, I'm seeing a weird thing happening here. It's like a really abstract-y thing that's going on. And I'm really liking it, but at the same time, a little confused by it. The only colour I can work with right now is black. Damn, that wind is getting bad. Alright, maybe it's a shoot that shit. I'm I'm going to just listen to Moonlight Sonata the whole way through. And don't think this is anything like what it's going to look like when it finishes, because it won't be. It's going to be completely weird. When I'm finished it's going to be, you're going to go, what the heck happened? Because I know that it's not what it is. This is just the undercurrent. Oh, and I think I know what's happening here. Oh, Jesus. I know what it is. Very... I'm not saying nothing, but I'm waiting. Flying ant, piss off. Yep. Yep, I know what this is. I know what this is. Don't worry, I'm not crazy. I just feel like very excited because right now I think I've figured out what it is and how it works. So it's giving me extreme happiness because it makes things a little bit easier once I kind of think I've got it. I might not have it. I could be wrong. This may not be what it is. I've got a feeling I do know what it is now. More yellow. Yes, I understand. White. Yes. Yep. Okay. Hi, Michael. Thank you, but it's pretty average, as a matter of fact. But I appreciate your kindness. I just realized how it goes. Oh, you sneaky brain. This is one very weird abstract painting. You've probably never seen somebody paint so weirdly, but you have no idea because this is what these things that happen in my brain anybody else that paints like this? Well, I've heard people that do line painting, but I haven't heard anybody that does line painting the way I'm doing it yet. I want to meet somebody else that does it and see if they formulate it the way I do. Like if it's something that's neurological that causes it. Because I've got a feeling it could be a neurological thing that causes this to happen. More so than talent. It's more mathematical than you would expect. And I absolutely love mathematics. I can't do it very well anymore, but I used to be pretty good at maths, and I've always enjoyed it. Oh, you ripper. Rightio. So what I'm discovering here is I'm getting excited because I think I know what the lines are going to do. And once they do it, it's going to be a lot quicker and easier than what it has been so far. Hypnotize! What's going on, buddy? Yes! Out of the house, please. Oh, I'm losing my white paint. Okay, so starting to evolve now. And you'll soon see what I mean. These lines are going to start forming. And you'll see what it is I'm getting excited about in just a few minutes. Maybe. Could be wrong. This is because I put Moonlight Sonata on. This is why this is developing, I think. Hey! Out of the house! Out! Out! Hypnotize! Sudi, come sit. Sit. Sit here. Sit here at the doorway. Come on, sit. Watch out because the door might... Whoa! The door's going to spin. Unfortunately, I have to close the door. The chickens are getting in the house. Okay, so... Yep, got a long way to go. Long way to go. Getting there slowly. It's gonna happen. We have chickens. Our neighbour does have to feed them every day. When I come out the back door, they run to me, and they're not even my chickens. Yeah, the chickens are great. They are awesome. Like, they just do everything good. They're very nice. I can't hear the music properly now because I had to close the damn door because the chickens are trying to break into the house. Chickens! Physical, not busy. Hypnotise. Oh, I don't know. Anyhow. This is where the blue background is coming in handy because get the blue in there, gives you a bit more substance to your colours. It just helps pop through, which makes the oranges and reds work a lot better than what they would if there wasn't a blue undercoat undertone. Rockies are out and about today. Oh. Yeah, so basically chooks are very excited about everything. Running around in a lovely day. Now this brush is a shitty brush for doing fine work, but I'm just going to stick with the one brush right now. I lot of the brushes sitting there. I just don't feel like they're necessary right at this point. So I'm just going to stick with them here. Now we're starting to get a bit more colour flow happening. So this is where I'm able to now figure out what's going on over here. So over there, I'm going to create another colour. It's going to be more like a brown, without being brown, but slightly like a brown. So it's going to be a little darker. Than the colours that are already here. You'll see it take shape soon. And this is where now all those purples and blues are starting to work the way that I wouldn't have guessed they were going to work until I got to this point. Now I'm still not absolutely certain that this is what it is, but I'm pretty sure it is what this is going to be. I might be wrong. The paint's drying too quick. Oh, I'm going to run out of battery. Hold on a second. I've got a spare one. Watch out, Chooks. dear chicken. Alright, I'm going to have to move everything over. The sun's starting to come on this side, so I'm going to have to move everything across a little bit more. So we don't get stuck in there. Darn it! I remember a while ago I said, if the paint drips, there's a reason for it. Well, the paint has dripped. So I've got to figure out why and what I'm going to do about it. I'm getting a bit engrossed in it. Video is frozen. Is it still frozen? Am I back? Oh, I'm back. Okay. Hang on, I'm just reading. I love the roosters. I know people hate them because they scream every day. Oh, I love roosters. Roosters are great. As a matter of fact, here's my favourite baby boy. This is my baby, and I actually helped him get out of his egg, and he's my little darling. He's the son of the other fella, Friesel, who has disappeared for the day. I don't know where Friesel is. His name's Hypnotise. He's a good boy. It's not that good, trust me. It will be a little bit better once I define it, but I'm only using the one brush right now, so until I finish everything and know where everything is, then I'll define it. Then it might be okay. We'll see what happens. Oh shit! Just lost all my paint. Wind is making everything fly away. Put my paint down there for a second. Hippie, what shall we do? Shall we paint you, Mr. Hypnotise? Actually, a lot of the colours I'm using today look just like Hippie. If you put him up near there, he's basically the same colour as the painting. You could blend in. You could. Sudi, don't look at him like you're going to eat chicken dinner. Sudi, come here. Come here. Hypnotise is a bit scared of the dog. So I might put Hippie down. Good boy. Oh, good man. Happy boy. He's talking to me. Sudi, back. Back it up. Now, where did I put my paintbrush? I don't know what I've done. Okay, here it is. Alright, so I want to know if anybody knows this, but in the jail system, I discovered this because someone I knew's son went to jail, and he got given a whole heap of fucking classes, of art classes. This is what we pay for when people are in prison. He was given the best art supplies and everything, and he ended up making thousands of dollars from painting things in prison. But they're given the best supplies under the sun. They're also given an art teacher who teaches them how to do everything. And then the prison gets a percentage of their... They have big, like, nights, prison art nights, where they basically showcase them in a gallery, and rich people come along and buy all their paintings, and they get a percentage and the jail gets a percentage. And everybody makes money. But I couldn't believe the amount of money, the paints that they were buying. Paints are around $150 a tube that these bastards are getting when they're in jail. So I'd be better off committing a crime and going to prison, and I would then be able to paint with really good materials for free. How crazy is that? It's bloody insane. The government's stupid. There's just nothing smart about what they're doing. Yeah. This is where I do not do well. This is now getting ridiculously stupid. Trying to see how's it coming along on that side. No, it's not doing very well. I'm not liking these. The chickens really like Moonlight Sonata. Makes them happy. Too harsh. That's not soft enough. It's not soft. It's got to be softer. Softer. How do I make it softer? I don't know. Just got to. I want to put it where it's deeply, totally soft, but. I don't think it's working the way it's supposed to. I do not do people well at all. I will need a smaller brush for this. This isn't going to work like this. So I have I got one that's going to work. We might have one here. Probably a bit too thick. I love it when people can draw people. But there's one thing I can't do. I'm just too harsh at it. I think that line's in the right spot there. Now this is where the whole thing's going to change now. You'll see what I mean in just a minute. Once you start making definition on faces and things like that, then you literally must abide by that. All right. Chickens. Okay, Scott. See ya. I can't pick up a rooster. They hate me. No, they don't hate you. They're just not used to people, the ones that you're trying to pick up. If you were around Hypnotise, he'd let you pick him up. He's a friendly rooster. He's been trained from baby. He loves people. Well, I think he'd let you pick him up. I don't know. My kids can pick him up. He sometimes gets a little bit weirded out, but most of the time he's pretty okay with being touched. Frizzle, not Frizzle, Hypnotised. Frizzle's another good one, he's good. Fizzy Pop will allow I really hate doing people's mouths and noses. I'm just no good at it. It ends up looking like a goddamn lion. we're just adding little details now. So that's like some kind of strange firewood. Getting bits of trees stuck in my paint. Not great. I can hear you, Max. So when you get a defining thinner kind of ability to run a line thinly across, it gives you a bit more option to give some actual depth to what it is you're dealing with. What are you doing, Chapo? Hi, Des, how you doing? Thank you. It's getting there. Slowly. So what we've got to do is figure out how we're going to incorporate these little bits here without overly defining, but still giving some definition. That just doesn't mean I'm going to have a fire. Sometimes when I paint things, things happen. This wind needs to die down a little bit. It's really getting hampering. one of my hens isn't feeling the best. She's not leaving the front door. She's staying there the whole time. Yeah. That line's running too dark. That's too much. She's sick. Bloody hell. This one here is wrong. I've got to fix that. Really, the best song to paint to is Moonlight Sonata because it's got nice changes in it, but it's not over the top. So when you're listening to it, you seem to be able to flow a bit better, I think. It's a great painting song, and maybe that was the whole intention of it. I don't know, to create things inside of people because of his music. I think that might have been what he was doing when he did it. Lines in my life. Alright. I'm not really liking this creature up the top there. Thinking it's not really working, but apparently that's what it's supposed to do. No. No. Yeah. So when you start popping one thing, then you need to start popping everything else. Otherwise, everything else is just... So you got to kind of move backwards and forwards, depending on where your brain wants you to go at the time. So these kinds of things, this is where I start to get like, okay, I've lost my lines now, where am I going? Because the original concept that was my lines were going along is now completely different. So I have no idea where I'm supposed to go now. Or even if I'm supposed to go. And if I am, what point to? Oh, let's see it. I'm going to get blown out of here in a minute. This wind is just picking up more and more. Maxie, I can hear you. I hope you guys are all having a good evening. Now this is kind of giving me a bit of a weird thing because I'm feeling like something's wrong around this area here. There's something that needs to be done there. And I don't know if it's I don't know what that is. Not quite sure yet. So I'm going back to the roughness and the other brush that I started with before. I'm over the defining lines right now. We go back to this little bit purpley colour mixed with the yellow. And it's going to give me a weird colour now. It's going to be like a, yeah, this colour, like a shitty colour, like shit, like baby poop. And this is what is meant to happen there, apparently. I'm going to ride the horse later too. I haven't done that yet. I've been meaning to. I've ridden it the last 2 days 3 times and she was actually pretty good. She had a spook yesterday, scared the crap out of me. I thought we were going to die, but it was very quick and it wasn't even that big, but it felt scary when I was actually on her. I was like, oh shit, she's going to bolt. But when I watched it back, it wasn't nowhere near as bad as what I was anticipating in my head at the time. So I'm hoping the next time I go on her that I've got a bit more confidence to be able to actually do something a bit more than what I've been doing. I'd like to be able to. I would really like to be able to. That will give me a big boost in anxiety combating because, yeah, I sure as shit need it. I need to combat the anxiety badly. It's just getting a little out of control lately and getting to a point where it's starting to bother me more than it's not. So once it gets like that, you've got to start really considering what you're going to do to combat that. It's not the same colour. Now shit, I fucked it up. Need more yellow. the way that I get through that is if it's slightly wrong, I just go slightly over the top, not fully, but just enough to give it a bit of a consistency so that it's a little similar. And easier to deal with. Okay, so that seems a little bit better than what was there before. More tree roots. Well, I don't know. I don't know yet. Because I don't do conventional painting. This is lines that are in my head that I follow. So I have no idea whether it's going to do anything else or what it's going to do. It could completely change into a completely different picture at any point in time. I just don't know. So I'm just following where it's wanting me to go at the minute. And there is a section here that's kind of asking to be coloured in down here. It's a good suggestion though, Deth. Good suggestion. I would have thought so too. Whether it lets me do that or not, I don't know. It may not. If I go against what the lines are saying, it's going to get bad. I truly wished I could find somebody else that does the same method, that has the same experience as I have in painting. I want to find someone else that does it that way because so far I've asked many people, and they just like, no, we already know what we're doing, and we don't know what you mean by follow lines. And it gets a little bit annoying because it's very difficult to explain. But so say if you're looking at a blank piece of paper, you might in your mind see a line on that piece of paper that goes zoom, 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 zoom. This is how I explain it. So I've got a piece of blank paper and the line goes zigzag around the circle and across. And I look at it and go, what in the freaking hell is that? I think this is a result of watching Mr. Squiggle on in the mornings when I was a kid. Mr. Squiggle did weird drawings that you never knew what they were going to be, and I think that's what happened to me. Watching Mr. Squiggle did this. I should actually see if there's any other kids that landed in this position after being exposed to Mr. Squiggle's bizarre way of drawing. But if you Google Mr. Squiggle was a puppet who could draw the strangest stuff. He'd draw things upside down, sideways, whatever. And very, very clever how they did that show. It was very, what do you call it, very weird and wonderful. And now just remembering too, I'm using literally 4 colours or 3 colours. Well, actually 2 colours and 2 non-primary colours, which is black and white, red and yellow. The only other colour I used was a blue base to start off. I'm going to go down here and it's telling me I need some colour here, which is going to be a red. Then Mr. Squiggle, when I was younger, was literally, I understood what Mr. Squiggle was going to draw before anybody else. And people would be sitting there, all the other kids would be guessing, and I'd say, this is what it is. And then, of course, it'll take a few more minutes before you got to see it. But I used to be able to know what the heck Mr. Squiggle was going to do. And I don't know why that worked out like that, but I was baffled as to why they didn't know what he was going to do or how he was going to do it. And like say he was drawing he might be drawing a frog on a lily pad and he'll draw it sideways or upside down or something. I would know pretty much by the time he did maybe 4 lines what it was. I'd be like, that's a frog on a lily pad. And they'd be like, no, it's not. And I'll be like, I bet you it is. I would have been about 8 years old when I was making those predictions on Mr. Squiggle drawings. I think I've just got a weird brain that likes lines and mathematical equations, and really, when you think about it, everything is mathematical because you can't make a shape without using a mathematical equation. So everything we do has to do with maths in a way. And just trying to keep this board from flying over. I think maths is like a mystery that we're still not even solving. Like, infinity is insane. I cannot understand the infinity symbol and how it works, how infinity works, and that there's apparently lots of infinities. I really can't understand it. It makes me feel very weird. It's really strange. Such a weird concept to me. Very bizarre. I don't know if anybody else spins out about infinity, but I do. Can't read anything, sorry Ian. I'd love to see that painting on a wall. Yeah, it's not done yet. It'll still be, it'll be a while. I've got a lot of things that it's trying to want me to do. So I'm still not even certain about what I'm doing so far. My God, you can't be telling me this. This cannot be right. This cannot be right. Apparently so. Alright. You reckon that's what it is then? That's what we're done with. I don't believe it. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. I'm running out of colours because my paint is drying up, so I'm going to use the red at the bottom to see if that doesn't give it. I'll get rid of the red at the bottom. I might have a break then for a bit because I'm getting tired. It's taking its toll on me. Tired. I'll probably just paint over it as soon as I'm finished it. That's generally what I do. Some of my paintings have been painted over. There's like 10 paintings underneath the painting. Because I can't afford to keep buying canvases. They're too expensive. Like $50 for a canvas now for a shitty one. They're like expensive as heck. I do have a relative, it's my mother's cousin, who is a painter. His name is Lloyd Handley, and he is like exceptionally, he's in all the art galleries and stuff in Australia. He's quite famous in Australia, I didn't even realise. But my great uncle, my grandmother's brother, used to work for Disney. He was an artist for Disney for years, and then he went over to Hanna-Barbera, and he managed Hanna-Barbera in Australia. And he met Walt Disney on several occasions. He also met a lot of the very, very big moguls in the animation industry back in the 50s and 60s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s even. He's retired, of course, now. He's probably fairly old, but the artistic streak comes from that side of the family, apparently. And it's, I don't know what you call your mother's cousin, but whatever that is, relative-wise. He's extremely good. He paints really weird shit too, and I love it. I love his paintings. I totally get them. I think they're weird, but I think I understand exactly what he's saying in them. Well, I'm pretty sure that there were a lot of things that he was saying that I'll probably get a bit of a grasp on because I've been in the bloody family, the crazy ass fucking family. So I've got the inside scoop on, well, kind of got the inside scoop on the bastards, but they're just all strange units. But yeah. Alright, I've used up all the red. And I may have really have not listened to the lines the way I should have today. I think I'm rushing things a little bit much more than what I really should be. But it's really hard not to rush because the wind is like blowing the paint dry so quickly. You're virtually mixing, most of the paint is watered down so badly, not even getting a decent coat of paint on. So I'll have to go over the top of everything again, many times over. But it's going to be weirded out to see what on earth happens. Now I'm going to use the black up. Oh. Now I'm not listening to the lines whatsoever. I'm just getting rid of colour. Otherwise would lose because of the wind drying the paint. So that's all I'm doing right now. I'm just getting rid of colour. stuck in the paint ages ago, long before this painting ever existed. So I don't know if you saw from the very beginning, but it was originally a different painting, completely different painting. Just wish I had better colours of paints. I'm kind of restricted at this point. Now you can't really see anything, and there goes the wind. Too windy. Gonna have to call it quits right now. Oh, bugger. Yep, it's getting crazy. You alright, sir? Poor boy, you can see him in a little bit. You alright, City Bud? Isn't that a puppy? You're looking a bit sore. You're a bit sore today? Not feeling good? Alright. Well, I'm going to pack it up and finish it for now. I'll come back to it when I feel like it. I don't know when that will be. It might be a while, but we'll see what happens. And thanks for watching. Alright. I'll come back on maybe a bit later and do some music if I feel up to it. Otherwise, have a good afternoon and a great weekend. See you guys later. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. Cheers.